Okay, if you've gotten to question 10 and you're not quite sure about this situation, it's just, kind of put yourself in the problem. We got a bus zipping along and it smashes into a bug. And then we're asked a bunch of questions about that encounter. The first one being, we want to compare the amount of force that the bus exerts on the bug with the amount of force that the bug exerts on the bus. If you're not sure about this, go back and review Newton's third law. In fact, I'll point you exactly where you need to go. Page 47 of your textbook. Go back and review that. Make sure you understand Newton's third law, and you can answer question 1 quite easily. And it's very important you get question 1 right, because a lot of the other questions depend upon you getting that one right. So make sure you are sure on number 1. Number 2 then asks about the time of impact. Well, actually it tells you the time is the same. The time of impact, the time of impact of the bus hitting the bug is equal to the amount of time the bug hits the bus. Now they want you to compare impulse. They want you to compare the amount of impulse that the bug exerts on the bus with the impulse that the bus exerts on the bug, etc. Remember that impulse is force times time. We were told that this is the same for both. This you answered in question 1. So that's why I said that question 1 is really important, because several of the other questions hinge upon a correct answer from question 1. Question 3 asks about the change in momentum, because it's important for you to remember that impulse, yes, it is force times time, but it is also a change in momentum. Okay, which in this case, neither one, they're not changing their masses. So this change in momentum really winds up being mass times the change in velocity. It's another way of writing that. They're both the same. But this is the way you want to think about this in question 3, is they want, and it really kind of hinges on question 2. Okay, so they're asking about the change in momentum of the bus. How does that compare to the change in momentum of the bug? Okay. In question 4, it asks about which one undergoes a greater acceleration. Again, you can go back into your book and review acceleration if that's a weak spot. That was back in chapter 1. But acceleration, I'll remind you, is a change in velocity over a change in time. Now we know again that the time was the same. The time of impact was the same. The question is, which of these objects, the bus or the bug, undergoes a greater change in velocity? Think about the speedometer on the bus. How much does that change when it hits the bug compared to how much does the bug's speedometer change when it gets hit by the bus? And that should lead you to the correct answer in question 4. And of course, question 5 is pretty obvious. So good luck.